what's going on, all you partners out there? Today we're going to be doing some more six shooting, but this time we're bringing out Fast Hands McGraw. I'm Fast Hands McGraw, and welcome to six shooting with Fast Hands McGraw. Contrary to popular belief, I am not using fast hands. Bam. I've already got me one. Shit. Done popped me one real quick. And there's number two. This revolver is absolutely godly. Here he comes. Around the corner, and I got him too. Oh my god. Fast Hands done got himself into a problem. A problem scenario. Fast Hands couldn't get himself out. Shit. I might just stop doing that accent. No, it's kind of hurting my throat a little bit. I actually sound very similar to that, but a little bit less rednecky and nasally. Actually, I had a driver's ed teacher who sounded exactly that way. It was insane. Now, Mr. Huzzy, keep your eyes on the road, young man. I mean, you have no idea. Like exactly like that. Like, can you imagine being stuck in a car with that man for 9 hours? Because that's how long we drive, is like 9 hours or something similar to that. I don't remember the exact number of hours, but either way, it's too many hours. It's just too many hours. But he used to slap people. Like when you would mess up, he'd just like reach over the damn steering wheel and he'd just slap you one good time. Oh, you didn't merge lanes right? Bam! Right across the chest. Like, and you know that it doesn't even sound safe. But that's probably because it's not. There's like an oncoming feed truck and he'd just be like, oh well, looks like you forgot to signal. Let me just slap you. Just slap your tits off while you're trying to avoid getting hit. It was insane. It still is. That man is not stable. He's not a stable man. Not at all. Although, now, he only ever fails people who almost kill him. So, I mean, it's virtually impossible to actually fail the class. Probably because he teaches you to be a good driver through pain. Like, if you don't do good, like, you know you're gonna get hit and it's gonna hurt like a bitch. So, like, you're gonna try to drive better, obviously. I mean, I guess that was the thinking in why he would always slap the crap out of us. But he tries to make people cry. That's like a real thing he does. Like when girls have the class, like because my sister had him, and like his whole objective in life is to make women cry. I mean, I don't know. I assume maybe he could just do that with his voice, you know, on its own. But maybe not. Maybe he has to actually like encourage the crying a little bit. I don't know. But either way, man, guys, I mean, he's insane. The guy's insane. But the only time he's ever failed anyone was when they actually put the driver's ed car out through a cornfield. And now I want to meet that driver, because the driver's ed car was like the slowest, just like most stable vehicle I think I've ever driven in my entire life. And like, I drive a sports car now, so there's a difference. I mean, obviously. But it's an automatic, it's incredibly stable. Like, how do you even put that thing out through a field? And I told him that, and he said she was the worst driver that he's ever seen in his entire life. Of course it was a woman. She was probably Asian as well. She would have had to have been. I know this isn't actually, I didn't give an introduction for this, and I'm just kind of telling stories. So, I guess let me just go ahead and do the introduction for that. Today I'm going to be telling you a story about my driver's ed teacher, and the only reason that I did the Fast Hands McGraw intro was because I am using the M1 irons, which is quickly becoming my new favorite gun in this game. Not even kidding. This thing is amazingly fun to use. Like, you have no idea. And I almost got that guy. That's ridiculous that I didn't. But anyways, let me get back to the story I'm telling you. So this one time, when I was driving, he'd already been slapping me around. We had to drive with him for like 3 days because you had to have a certain number of hours, but you couldn't get all those hours at once because you were driving with like 2 other people, 3 other people sometimes. So on this particular day, and now there's 2 brakes in the car, alright? There's like your brake and then there's like a driver's ed brake. that the instructor would use whenever you, like, I don't know, got a little cattywampus or something. And so he would use that brake on you all the time for like quick stops, like just to mess with you. So like when you would mess up, he would either slap you or he'd just slam the brakes on. Usually a combination of both that left you feeling less than human. But anyways, so on this particular occasion, I was driving with these two other people, and one was this girl that I kind of had a crush on, and so like I was trying to be like really like, oh yeah, baby, I'm a good driver. I'm a 14-year-old, but oh my God, I'm such a good driver. Oh yeah, but in reality, I was not. I have since become a good driver, but at the time, I was not. I didn't know my ass from my elbow in a car, and it was bad. But I'm not the one that almost got us killed in this story. It's actually a wicked combination of my driver's ed teacher and the homeschool kid I was driving with. So this guy's name was Charlie. And I've never seen Charlie before. He was homeschooled, I guess. They didn't specifically say he was, but he'd never actually been to the school before, so I'm assuming that he was homeschooled. So Charlie was this like straight, like looking, I mean, he was like this straight edge looking guy. He always wore like a tie and like and a white button down shirt, like tucked into his pressed and starched slacks, okay? And he always kept his hair neatly to one side, like just the stereotypical like annoying guy you don't really want to talk to. Now, here's the thing about this kid. He had literally never been behind the wheel of a car. Like when I say I was a bad driver, I was, because I hadn't drove much. But this kid literally had never drove before ever. I don't even know how he made it past the classroom portion of the car, because I swear to you he did not know the brake from the gas. I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing that happened in the car. He had to ask. But how he almost got us killed is a very interesting story. So we're going down the highway, alright? And Mr. Ard is, as usual, Mr. Ard being the driver's ed teacher, is as usual berating him for not being able to drive. And so he gets a little bit flustered. Now the driver's ed car is automatic, but he would make us gear down to park a lot when we were doing like quick stops and stuff, and he'd make us stop on a hill and then gear back up and then drive. So we were stopped on this hill, and there's an oncoming feed truck. Not kidding, when I said that earlier, I actually had a point for the story. There was an oncoming feed truck. And we stopped on this hill in front of it because we had plenty of time to get away from it. Obviously, I mean, he wouldn't intentionally put our lives in danger, I don't think. So we had plenty of time to get away from the oncoming truck. But we landed, we stopped there, okay? And he puts it down into park, and then for some reason he doesn't seem to know how to get it out of park and hit the gas. So we're sitting there, and this feed truck is just barreling towards us, okay? I mean, it is a big truck. And it's just coming at us, alright? And Mr. Ard is like, go, Charlie, you're gonna get us all killed, Charlie. And so that just makes him start crying. This poor kid is literally crying real Jesus tears. He's weeping in the car and trying to gear the car back up so that all of us do not suffer a horrible 18-wheeler related accident on the freeway. And, I mean, I don't know why Mr. Ard, the driver's ed teacher, I don't know why he would do this to the poor child, but rather than try to help him, he starts just punching him in the leg. He starts, Charlie, you gotta hit the gas, and he starts like literally punching him in the leg to try to make, like, I guess make him hit the gas. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And so the kid's sitting there weeping real Jesus tears. I'm praying, I'm crying, I'm like calling my mom. I'm like, Moms, I'm not coming home for dinner tonight. Feed truck gonna hit me. Feed truck gonna got me. And I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I guess Jesus really did take the wheel in this particular occasion, because Charlie finally hits the gas and zooms on up out of there, and we all live to talk about it another day. But guys, that's the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm having a ton of fun doing this shoot 'em up gameplay with the M1 irons. So, if you enjoyed this, you should like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see down below in the comments section, and leave lots of likes because I want to get paid for this. I'm just kidding. I do it all for fun, and I do it all for you guys. So as always, I love you guys. This is Abstract, and I'll see you later.